Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Brown.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 19,
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Derrick Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running, it's Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. And a Jaguar first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Come on, come on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
59 mark, check.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Boyle. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 5-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans 7.
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Titans' 42-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They'll run with Drake. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
4-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
the good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Wow. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Titans. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 19-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. So we got man. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Throwing is Jackson. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time he led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Drake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
Okay, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Jackson's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff for Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down. Harmon, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jaguars 21, Titans 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
44.
Throwing again. Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. On the give, this is Drake. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble. I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 14. Back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Is good.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
14. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A give running right, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle,
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
DJ Chark. 49 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 35. Titans.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
That's what it is.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 22-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for...
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Running from the gun with Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson on first down. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Jackson throwing once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Again, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down now, it's Drake, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Made at the 21-yard
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2nd and 5. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 58 yards.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
But now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Drake. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Adams has it complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Tonight's final.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.